You've now nearly reached your final GCSE English controlled assessment, and this one is on studying spoken language. So this should be on the week of the 13th of March, although double check with your teacher. And you should by now have been given your title. Just a reminder, the title you're working towards is this. So we're looking at 2 interviews with the author J.K. Rowling. The Blue Peter interview is aimed at children. The 60 Minutes interview is aimed at adults. Discuss the ways the author J.K. Rowling and the interviewers adapt their spoken language and the subjects being discussed for each audience. There's 2 parts to this question, so you're also answering the second part. J.K. Rowling responds differently when discussing different subjects. Explore possible reasons for her reactions, and how the interviewers change their spoken language to prompt and encourage J.K. Rowling to share the most information. So you should have been given by your tutor a copy of this booklet that has the title, has some details about the assessment, a space to make notes which you can take into the assessment, and then a transcript or 2 transcripts of the 2 interviews which you can take into the assessment with you. What you need to do before the assessment is watch the videos these transcripts relate to, create your page of notes, think of this as like a shopping list of what you want to include in the assessment, and add annotations or notes to the transcript. So pick out different words and phrases that are used in the transcript which support points you're going to make in relation to the title. In the video which follows this one, I'll talk you through some of the points you might like to explore and some of the spoken language features we can identify in these transcripts, just in case you want to revise what we covered in lessons, or perhaps you missed a lesson and need to catch up. Just a few words on the question first of all, and where you can find this document if you don't have it. The question is essentially asking 4 different things. So these are: how does the author J.K. Rowling talk differently to children and to adults? How do the interviewers in each interview change their language for children and for adults? How does J.K. Rowling act differently when talking about fun or difficult subjects? So what ways does she act if it's a happy subject? What ways does she act if it's a sad subject? And how do the interviewers try to get the longest and most interesting answers from J.K. Rowling? So if you keep all 4 of those in mind, then you will be fully covering the question. You can find this transcript document with the question on the Padlet for Studying Spoken Language Free. The address at the top here, padlet.com/hpetrie/GCSE18. On here you can find the resources for the 3rd lesson on spoken language, including the transcript booklet, a handbook which gives you an overall guide to studying spoken language, some reminders of things we've covered, and perhaps most importantly you've got the videos which relate to the transcript. So there's 5 short clips for each about 1 minute to 2 minutes, and you'll need to watch each of these and then make notes on them in your booklet you've been given. What I'm going to do in the next video I produce is go through this booklet and some of the spoken language features you can talk about. So what I suggest you do now, especially if you haven't done this before, is watch each of these videos. You can either watch them, all of them together, or watch them one at a time and then watch my video as well, so you can see what you might say about these videos.